In fact, I would like to focus on a few points very quickly. Basically, the issue of 1st of September, the attack that killed 52 people. Al-Maliki, Prime Minister of Iraq, announced the next day that they didn't know about it, and the abducted people, they also don't know about where their whereabouts. Let me tell you with certainty, I'm not speculating, I'm telling you exactly what happened. There is no way for any attackers, assailants, to reach Camp Ashraf, to enter Camp Ashraf, kill 52 people, explode buildings and vehicles, and basically wage war within the camp without the active participation of the Iraqi forces. Now, this has happened in July 2009. It happened again in April 2011. And I was the person in charge of fact-finding in these situations. And as usual, the Iraqis always, at the beginning, deny the acts. And later on, they admit them. And let me add that the 7 abducted people, the Iraqi government is holding them in the green zone. Yes. And the diplomatic missions, particularly the British embassy, the American embassy, they are the leaders in terms of representation in Baghdad. They know that the government of Iraq is holding them. So this is the trend, this is the pattern of conduct of the government of Iraq. And I would probably apologize not to say government of Iraq. I would say the Prime Minister's office, who have his own security forces to undertake this kind of operations. When you have the diplomatic missions in Baghdad and the United Nations trying to cover up what al-Maliki's government is doing, yes, there is hardly anything we could do but to raise our voices to say no to complacency. No to complacency, because we know Geneva Accord was the result of this kind of complacency, where, and it explains to a lot of people who were raising the question, why governments are not acting on this situation of the Ashrafis. And it's quite clear. There are a lot of interest. There are a lot of interest involved. The United Nations will not act. They are there to support al-Maliki. They are there to facilitate his work. And this is the reality that I personally objected to, and I resigned because of it. We need the action now we need is to say no to complacency. We need the 7 abducted people to be freed. So the diplomatic missions need to also raise their voice with al-Maliki and tell him to free these people. And I'm sure the United Nations, if they wanted to do a positive action, they would have done it by now. I take this opportunity to thank very much the independent special rapporteurs and experts of the United Nations in Geneva, who had the courage yesterday to issue an appeal to the government of Iraq to free the hostages and also to undertake an independent investigation. An independent investigation should come from independent body. I thank you very much.